Be honest, does this ever happen to you? You want to practice meditation. So you go, you sit down, cross your legs, maybe you light a candle, set the mood for yourself, and then you set your timer. And as soon as your timer starts, you close your eyes, you get into the zone, and you start meditating. But a couple minutes into your meditation, all of a sudden, you feel extremely distracted, you feel bored, you get restless, you feel antsy, like you can't sit still. Maybe your butt starts to hurt, your back starts to hurt. And sometimes these thoughts, they loop. They're like on a record, they keep looping in your mind, and you just can't let them go. And then this frustrates you. So you start judging yourself, you get angry, and then eventually you decide to quit. Well, if that sounds like you, and you're wondering why meditation is so hard for you, then I have some really simple tips in this video that are going to make your meditation sessions go a lot smoother. Hey, it's Adam and welcome back to another video where I help you understand how your own psychology works so that you can master your mind and become the greatest version of yourself. Now, in this video, I'm going to be answering the extremely popular question, why is meditation so hard for me? It's a very common problem, and the tips I'm going to be giving you in this video will make the difference between you having a terrible meditation session where you're all angry and frustrated and you're counting down the seconds until your timer goes off because you hate it so much, and you having a really enjoyable meditation where you're able to relax and to actually enjoy the process. Now, the main reason why meditation is so hard for you is because you have the wrong expectations for what meditation actually is and how it works. And once you correct your expectations, which is what we're going to be doing in this video, then I promise you your meditation sessions will go so much more smoothly and you'll start to actually enjoy it. Okay, so just like when you go to the gym, if you have the wrong expectations, then it's not going to work. If you go to the gym and you do 2 bicep curls and you expect instant results without any pain or effort, then you're going to get really frustrated and you're going to quit. And the same is true for meditation. So the first wrong expectation, which is very common, is you think to yourself, okay, so when I meditate, I'm supposed to have no thoughts. I'm supposed to have a perfectly empty mind. And what a lot of people try and do is they try and get rid of thoughts. They try and stop thinking, which is impossible. If you've ever tried to stop thinking, it doesn't work. Now, the right expectation to have is that when you meditate, there will be plenty of thoughts, all kinds of thoughts and distractions. And it is completely normal for you to have a very difficult time focusing on the meditation. That's very normal. And what you're actually supposed to do is you are supposed to watch the thoughts. Watch the thoughts go like clouds in the sky. Allow them to come and allow them to go. Don't try and control and manipulate your mind and force yourself to stop thinking, because that will not work and that will only cause more problems. So expect tons of distractions. expect tons of thoughts, sticky thoughts. Sometimes you'll have entire conversations with imaginary characters in your mind. Sometimes you'll schedule your entire day without you noticing, and your only job is to notice that you're thinking, observe it, let it go if you can, and just go back to the meditation very gently without judging yourself. So the next wrong expectation is that you think, okay, when I'm meditating, I'm supposed to feel calm, I'm supposed to feel relaxed, I'm supposed to be serene the entire time. We have a cartoon caricature of what we think meditation is supposed to be like. Like we imagine an enlightened monk sitting in the forest and it's super calm and there's a river trickling by and there's birds chirping and the sun is shining and he's just sitting there super calm, so tranquil, totally relaxed. That's a really immature way to think about meditation because that's not realistic. That's not how it actually works. Instead, the right expectation is that while you're meditating, you are guaranteed to feel angry, to feel restless, to feel bored, to feel anxious, to feel sad and depressed, to feel distracted. That is completely normal. In fact, that is to be expected. Because many people think meditation is an escape from anger. We're trying to escape boredom, or we're trying to escape anxiety. But as you're meditating and you're sitting there and you feel anger come up and you feel boredom come up, instead of trying to sweep that under the rug like we normally do unconsciously throughout the day, instead, your job is to allow those emotions to be there and to watch them without attachment. Just watch. Be curious. So you're starting to feel angry while you're meditating. Maybe you're thinking about what somebody said to you and it's triggering you. Just watch that process happening. Be the observer. Don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself, oh shit, I shouldn't be angry while I'm meditating. I'm such a bad meditator. That's going to frustrate you. That's going to make you hate the experience. And it's going to make you want to quit. And you're doing it wrong. Instead, just watch. Become curious. What is anger? Where does it come from? Where is it in my body? Why does it happen? How can I detach from it? How can I just watch and observe it so that it doesn't control me? That's the secret key right there. That's the right mindset to have. Expect all kinds of negative emotions and just watch them without attachment. Don't try and control them. Next, the next wrong expectation is you are too worried about what is actually happening during the meditation. And you're trying to control and manipulate your mind, your emotions, and your thoughts. So it's kind of like this. You're watching your thoughts pass in your mind, kind of like you're watching clouds pass in the sky. And whenever a thought comes that you don't like that thought, you try to manipulate it away. You try and force yourself to think about something else, or you judge yourself, you guilt yourself for thinking about this shameful thought that you don't like. Maybe you're having sexual fantasies while you're meditating, which is completely normal. But you tell yourself, oh, I shouldn't be having sexual fantasies while I'm meditating. And then you try and force yourself to stop thinking about it, and that only makes it worse. And then this creates a cycle where you get frustrated and eventually you become discouraged and quit. So don't worry too much about what is actually going on during the meditation. Don't get lost in the content of your thoughts. The only thing you should be worried about is, are you aware that you're thinking? So don't worry about what you're thinking about. This is key right here. Don't worry about what you're thinking about. Just be aware that thinking is happening. And don't try and control it. Don't try and stop thinking. Just watch. Oh, I'm thinking. Oh, that's interesting. So even if you can't be aware of that thinking, and you find yourself getting lost in the thought stories, they suck you in and you get lost, that's totally okay. Watch yourself getting lost. Be aware that it's difficult to be aware. That right there is the essence of meditation. Next, don't judge yourself while you're meditating. Many people have the bad tendency to judge themselves if the meditation is not going the way that they like. So instead, realize that all meditation is good meditation, whether or not you're distracted or you're angry or your butt hurts or whatever's going on that you don't like. Even that is good meditation. So if you sit down to meditate for 20 minutes and you set your timer and you close your eyes and you have the earnest intention to meditate, and then for the entire 20 minutes you're lost in fantasy land, thinking about other things, thinking about your day tomorrow, scheduling your time, having conversations with people. Your mind is all over the place and you can't focus on your breath, you can't focus on your meditation. If that happens to you and your timer goes off and the whole time you were thinking about other stuff, don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself that that was bad meditation, because actually that entire 20 minutes was great meditation. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. The 20 minutes went off. Amazing job. Allow that to happen. Even though you were distracted thinking about other stuff, you couldn't meditate at all. If you sit with the earnest intention to meditate and you set your timer and the timer goes off, and even if you didn't meditate at all, that is great meditation. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Awesome. You just learned a very valuable lesson. You learned that the mind has a tendency to do its own thing and to distract you, and that you can't control it at all. And that's amazing. Congrats, kudos for learning that lesson firsthand. You really earned that lesson. Good job. Sometimes even now, I've been meditating for 5 years. Sometimes I sit to meditate for an hour, and then for the entire hour, I'm lost in thoughts, thinking about other stuff. I have so much difficulty focusing on the actual meditation. But I've become very good at accepting myself, allowing that process to happen, and that makes the whole meditation go a lot more smoothly. Okay? And then the last wrong expectation is that you're expecting an instant payoff. You think that once you start meditating, let's say you meditate 2 times, you think that all of a sudden you're going to start to feel calm and relaxed, and the clouds are going to part and the sun's going to shine on your face and the butterflies are going to come out and there's going to be a rainbow in the sky. That's the wrong expectation. If you go to the gym and you do 2 bicep curls, you're not going to have big muscles. You need to put in the time, the consistent effort, the sweat and the tears. That's the only way you're going to start to actually see results. So don't expect an instant payoff. Realistically, meditation is a long-term vision. It's a long commitment that you're committing to doing for the rest of your life. So if you think meditation is just some type of quick productivity hack that's going to help you be a little bit more productive, or you think meditation is going to make you calm down and relax instantly, that's not how it works. The way you eventually gain those results of feeling calm and relaxed is that you have to go through the mud, the muck of all of your restless thoughts, anxiety, anger. You have to actually go through that. You have to sit through that and observe it. Practice being aware so that you can learn how your own mind works. And then after a couple months of practice, only then will you start to see the results where you'll feel more calm and relaxed and aware and mindful. Realistically, for me, it took me a year to actually really feel like I was getting the hang of it. The first year was very rocky, up and down, difficult meditations. But I had that long-term vision. I commit to doing it for the rest of my life. I saw that this is something that I have to invest in. And the first little bit isn't going to give you much results, but as you practice slowly, the results are going to increase. And then you're going to eventually get exponential results. And then in a couple years, then you're really going to start tasting the fruits of meditation, which are extremely, extremely worthwhile. Okay, so check out my video, How to Meditate for Beginners. That video will teach you everything you need to know in order to start a rock-solid meditation habit that you stick to for the rest of your life. A lot of gold info in that video there. This was why meditation is so hard for you and how to fix it. You got to shift your expectations and realize that you're not supposed to have no thoughts. You're not supposed to feel calm and serene the entire time. You're way too worried about what is actually happening in your mind instead of just watching the thoughts go like clouds in the sky. You're way too self-judgmental and you're expecting instant payoffs. Instead, realize that there will be plenty of thoughts and distractions while you meditate. This is completely normal. This is to be expected. You are guaranteed to feel angry, restless, bored, scared. All that stuff is guaranteed to happen. That is how you heal those emotions, by sitting through them, by facing them head on. Normally what you do is sweep them under the rug. While you're meditating, you're forced to face them head on. And your job is to just watch and enjoy the show. Just watch. Allow everything to happen exactly as it is. All of your meditation is good meditation as long as you're practicing earnestly and you're trying your best. And you need to have that long-term vision, which is what I'm committing to helping you cultivate with these videos here. So if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe for more weekly content. I release videos a couple times a week where I help you understand your own psychology. I help you make a rock-solid meditation practice. I share really complex and nuanced insights about your own mind, your own psychology. And all of this is helping you realize your full potential as a human being as I strive towards self-actualization in my own life. So if that sounds cool to you, subscribe. DM me on Instagram. Right now I'm offering free life coaching calls where I can help you gain some clarity for exactly what you want in your life, what you want to avoid, and then together we're going to create some action steps that will help you move in that direction. I've been getting amazing results with the clients that have been reaching out to me. For now, it's free. It won't be free for long because as I get my certification, I will be charging for my services. So right now, it's free. Take advantage of that. DM me on Instagram. Let me know what you thought about this video. Leave a comment down below and stick with me. I'll see you in the next one.